Praise be Jesus Christ. If a person has a serious wound and that wound becomes infected, there starts to be even decay and rot, that wound needs to be exposed. That wound needs to be brought to the light. Otherwise, the whole body is in serious trouble. In 1 Corinthians chapter 12, St. Paul says, if one part of the body suffers, all the parts suffer with it. Now, there's a new Catholic news service called The Pillar. They started up just a few months ago, I think. The co-founders are J.D. Flynn and Ed Condon, two well-respected Catholic journalists. And they speak of their news service called The Pillar. It's written, "We're a Catholic media project focused on smart, faithful, serious journalism from committed and informed Catholics who love the Church. Our focus is on investigative journalism, which is how we'll spend most of our time. We think investigative stories that matter can help the Church to better serve its sacred mission, the salvation of souls." Now, this whole phenomena of Catholic investigative journalism, it's kind of a bit of a new phenomena in the Catholic Church. And I think it springs out of some situations where people have raised concerns. They said, hey, there's some issues with some of the leadership. We're hearing stories, we're seeing things, people are saying things. We need to look into this. And the response from some of the leadership is, no. There's no problem. Stop saying bad things. Everything's fine. And then it turns out, it becomes discovered later, that the leadership was bad, corrupt leadership. And what's particularly concerning is these were the people making the decisions. These were the people steering the boat. These were the people doing the promoting and the demoting. These were the people deciding who gets in and who is kicked out. And it turns out there was corruption. Now, The Pillar has just broken open a major revelation through data they got on location-based hookup apps. Already one very prominent priest has resigned, and it looks like this might be just the beginning of something. Now, nobody likes to learn and read about stories like this, but if we love the Church, the body of Christ, and want to see the salvation of souls, the rot, the serious rot, it has to be exposed. Yes, whatever, little scratches or scrapes and, minor bruises, we're going to have that in the body of Christ. But when you're dealing with something as grave as what The Pillar is uncovering, I think Catholics who love the body of Christ are happy to see this kind of work being done. Viva Cristo Rey.